Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and opinions about the new red cards from the new Evolutions booster pack for the new Digimon Card Game. Starting off with the Digitamas, Pyokomon, our first brand new red Digitama card, has an EOE that reads, "This Digimon gains plus 1000 DP when attacking an opponent Digimon." Compared to the Koromon from the starter, this one has a much easier effect to activate. Only drawback is that this is mainly used to destroy opponents' Digimon. As such, it's best used in mid to late game decks focused on taking down opponent Digimon rather than rushing in to win as soon as possible. Our other red Digitama card in the set is Babydamon. Babydamon has an EOE of granting plus 2000 DP when this Digimon has Pierce on your turn. This ability isn't as accessible as the other two, with Pierce being only held by about 4 Digimon with only about 2 of them being red. But this effect synergizes with itself, in that Pierce only gets to go off if you destroy your opponent's Digimon. Thus, a higher DP means a higher chance of winning. For me personally, I think I'll be running Pyokomons and Babydamons over the Koromons, as they seem to have better abilities that you can use during the mid-game versus having to wait all the way until the end. Moving on to the level 3 Digimon, let's take a look at the 2 new vanilla red Digimon, Monodramon and Muchomon. Here, Monodramon is a level 3 vanilla Digimon with a cost of 2, an evo cost of 0, and a DP of 3000. Compared to Monodramon, Muchomon has a higher cost of 3 and an evo cost of 1, which is new for a level 3 Digimon, but it has a much higher DP of 5000. Compare this with the starter decks Biyomon and Dracomon. Biyomon is exactly the same as Monodramon, so it's merely a design preference over which one you would choose over the other. Which brings us to Muchomon and Dracomon. Here, the difference between the two is that by paying an extra cost of 1 to evolve it, you get an extra 1000 DP. Personally, I would prefer Dracomon over Muchomon, as paying 1 to evolve it is a bit steep for a level 3. The best turn 1 is to evolve your Digitama to a level 3 for a cost of 0, then evolving it again into a level 4, pushing the memory gauge over 0, ending your turn, usually giving your opponent only 1 to 2 memory to work with on their turn. Since you get to draw a card every time you evolve, having that extra 1 memory to play does make all the difference. Now, for the remaining level 3 red Digimon with effects, starting off with Agumon. It's a 3 cost, 0 evolution cost, with 2000 DP. Here, Agumon isn't winning any battles, unless it's against starter deck Patamon, but honestly, that's not why you would run this card. Here, Agumon has a great effect of letting you look at the top 5 cards of your deck and adding any one tamer you find to your hand. If you can pull one, it's a +1 to your options. However, the drawback is that the other cards must return to the bottom of the deck, meaning any cards you needed that you saw from those cards you just looked at become that much harder to draw into. But overall, of the 4 available Agumons, this one ranks in the lower half, sadly. But having 4 Agumons is where the next card comes into play. Professor Agumon. Having the lowest possible DP of 1000 and a cost of 3 with a 0 evo cost, Professor Agumon has a rather interesting effect of, when played, return a Digimon card with Agumon in its name. The first thing that comes to mind is an Agumon build deck, allowing you to recycle old Agumons. But honestly, it probably wouldn't work. It takes 2 turns to prepare an Agumon ready to attack from the racing area, and paying 3 to play Professor Agumon just to get another Agumon isn't really worth it. Especially when, more often than not, you'll have 3 or less memory to work with on your turns. Next up, a better version of Pyokomon. This time, it comes with a DP of 2000 and a cost of 3, evo cost of 0, and it has no effects. But it does have an EOE of granting 2000 DP when it is blocked. This effect goes great with Digimon with Pierce, as it only goes off when you win battles, so having that extra 2000 DP ensures you win each fight, allowing you to also hit their security for 1. Moving on to the level 4 Digimons, let's take a look at the vanilla Digimon first. We have Kokotorimon and Dark Tyrannomon. Kokotorimon has a DP of 4000, costing 3 to play and 2 to evolve. In contrast, Dark Tyrannomon has a whopping 6000 DP and a huge cost of 6 to play, but a low evolution cost of 1. Comparing this to Bertramon from the Gaia Red starter deck and Dark Tyrannomon, Kokotorimon's selling point is its lower cost to play, but at that point, paying the extra 1 to get a Digimon with an effect is way better. As such, Kokotorimon probably isn't going to see much play, except maybe outside a few rushed decks. Dark Tyrannomon, on the other hand, is an absolute beast, bringing in 6000 DP. Sure, its cost is just as massive, but it also has the lowest evolution cost for a level 4 Digimon. Draw this and a level 2 Digimon when you go second means you are guaranteed a minimum 6000 DP beat stick, with any level 2 EOEs increasing it, without overspending your memory, as you start second with a minimum of 1 memory, and evolving to level 2 costs 0, and Dark Tyrannomon only costing 1 means you can get, at worst, another 1 card to play, which is really good. No doubt Dark Tyrannomon is going to be played in a lot of decks. For the other level 4 Digimon with effects, let's take a look at the new Greymon. This booster set Greymon has a cost of 4, an evolution cost of 2, and a DP of 4000, and an evolution origin effect, or EOE, of granting plus 2000 DP on your turn. This Greymon looks to be a solid choice for decks built around Pierce, whereas the starter Greymon, granting security plus attack plus 1 as an EOE, is great for as a splashable card. And not to leave it out, the promo Greymon is definitely suited for rush decks, as it gets security attack plus 1 as Greymon if it evolves from Agumon. Perhaps Professor Agumon does have its uses. Next up, we have Tyrannomon. Sporting a DP of 4000 and a cost of 4 with an evo cost of 2, Tyrannomon, like Dark Tyrannomon, is definitely going to be used in rush decks. Reason being, it has the effect of jamming. A Digimon with jamming cannot be destroyed in battle with security Digimon. As such, except for option cards that outright destroy it, or reduce its DP to 0, Tyrannomon is going to survive, forcing your opponent to waste their precious attacks trying to take out Tyrannomon instead of you. Definitely going to be a highly sought after card. Continuing on with Bertramon, who has identical stats of 4000 DP, cost of 4, and an evolution cost of 2, but with a much more restrictive effect. Here, when you play Bertramon for its cost of 4, it gives one of your Digimon security attack plus 1 for the turn. It's effectively paying 4 to get in a possible extra security attack, and another Digimon to use for the next turn. It has 1000 less DP than the starter Bertramon, and I feel like its new effect needing it to be played hinders it too much. At a cost of 4, Tyrannomon is just better in every way with a better ability. Needing yourself to be at least 4 memory to utilize, as 3 or less would mean your turn ends before you get to even use the security attack bonus, makes the new Bertramon hard to recommend. Our final level 4 Digimon is Flareitsamon, having a rather high cost of 5, average evolution cost of 2, and a rather low DP of 4000. Flareitsamon is another red Digimon with an effect leaning towards ending things fast. Here, Flareitsamon's effect reads, during your turn, when you have 3 or more memory, this Digimon gets security attack plus 1. Meaning, you throw in some hammer sparks in your deck, and you're going to deplete your opponent's security before they can even blink. This, plus promo Greymon and starter Agumon for that extra DP boost of 1000, is going to help you win games fast. For our level 5 red Digimon, we have Groundramon and Metal Tyrannomon as our vanilla Digimons. Groundramon has a DP of 6000, a cost of 5, and an evolution cost of 2, whereas Metal Tyrannomon has a higher cost of 7, evolution of 3, and a DP of 10,000. Sadly, Ground Dramon is lackluster in that its only saving grace is a low play cost of 5. By the time you're level 5, you're going to want some extra effects to be viable. Metal Tyrannomon, on the other hand, while doesn't have any effects, does have an amazingly high DP. Just like Dark Tyrannomon, it's effectively letting you hit that next level DP stages one evolution early. I can definitely see Metal Tyrannomon being splashed into rush decks in case they need that 10k DP Mon to take out some carefully raised Digimon on the opposing side. Moving on, next we have Metal Greymon. It has an average cost of 6, an evolution cost of 3, and a solid 7,000 DP. Unlike starter deck Metal Greymon, this one doesn't have an EOE, but it does come with an interesting effect. When you attack with Metal Greymon, it gives you plus 3 memory. However, at the end of your turn, you lose 3 memory. This is effectively letting you borrow 3 memory for big plays. The 3 extra memory can be used with cards like Flaritzamon, instantly giving it plus 1 security attack, or just opens up options in general. Skull Greymon here has a cost of 7, evolves for 3, and a DP of 7,000, with an effect of destroying an opponent Digimon with blocker when you play it for its cost of 7. Definitely a steep price to pay, but denying your opponent the option to block is huge. Plus, you end up with a 7,000 DP Digimon to attack on your next turn. Definitely a useful card. Finally, Garudamon here is one of the 2 red Digimon to have the new mechanic, Pierce. Coming in at a solid 7,000 DP for a cost of 7 and an evolution cost of 3, Garudamon also has an EOE effect that lets you draw 1 when it is blocked. There are currently few ways to draw outside of evolving and at the start of your turn, so the EOE is rather good to have. And Pierce is a great ability, forcing opponents to think twice about attacking, as a resting Digimon paints a huge target on them, with Garudamon wanting to pierce through that defense and hitting that security if it wins. Moving on to our level 6 red Digimon, we have Breakdramon, the other piercing Digimon. Costing 12 to play, 3 to evolve, and 11,000 DP, Breakdramon isn't going down easily. Having 11,000 DP is important, as other vanilla level 6 Digimon often only have 10,000, meaning you can attack your opponent's Digimon to inflict pierce damage without worrying about being attacked back as easily. Finally, the poster child for red, War Greymon. At 11,000 DP, at a cost of 12, and an evolution cost of 3, this War Greymon focuses more on hindrance than damage, like the starter deck War Greymon. Here, when you evolve into War Greymon, for that turn, it gets security attack plus 1. While the starter deck War Greymon can get up to security attack plus 2 if it evolved all the way from a level 2, this War Greymon, however, has the effect of negating any option cards revealed when it attacks security. This is actually really good, as you're probably not going down to any security Digimon. As such, only option cards pose a threat, which this War Greymon effectively negates. No doubt an amazing level 6 Digimon. And let's take a look at the secret rare card from the set, Metal Greymon, original virus color. Here we have an absolute beast of a Digimon. Despite being a level 5 Digimon, it costs 8 to play, 3 to evolve, but has 9,000 DP. It also has both an effect and an evolution origin effect. Its EOE grants the Digimon plus 3,000 DP, the single biggest DP boost from an EOE in the game. And its normal effect is security attack plus 2. That's right, plus 2. Of course, this would be a broken effect without a huge drawback. What a drawback it is. When you attack, you lose 5 memory. But even with that, this card is amazing. For example, on turn 1, evolve into Agumon and evolve it into the promo Greymon. On turn 2, you can move it to the battle area and attack for 2 security checks, and play a Digimon. If it managed to stay alive until turn 3, evolve the Greymon into this Metal Greymon, and decimate their other 3 remaining security cards. Then, use your last Digimon to attack directly. Of course, if you didn't have enough memory, you'd have to wait 1 more turn, but in a best case scenario, you can win by turn 3. Anyways, that's my thoughts and impressions about the red cards in this new set, and love to hear yours, so if you have any comments or thoughts, leave them in the comment section below. Anyways, Buster-kun here, signing off to look for that hybrid rainbow.